we're live. How wonderful. My first video in a long time. Hello, I'm Carola. I'm a soul mender. I do readings, tarot readings, oracle, psychic, medium work. I'm just here to give a quick update on the energy and what's going on in the world. And basically, how can we maneuver all this stuff that's getting thrown at us? So welcome to my channel, which I'm trying to grow. I haven't been on here for a few months, so I sort of had a rest, wondering what I should do. I've been really busy trying to get my oracle card deck organised, so which is in the process now. So I'm really grateful. Besides that, I also have another job, so I've been working that very, very much, so pretty much full time. So with that said, let's get into it. So the energy. It's a very interesting energy because, as an astrologer would say, Pluto brings up a lot of truth. Truth bombs, truth hits, whatever the case may be. So I don't want to do too many deep dives into the rabbit world because we can see basically what's going on and what they're trying to do to our beautiful planet. But we have to stay strong, vigilant, and stay in our power. So I want to talk about the energy of your power in a moment. We've always been taught to look outside of everything and look outside of who we are, where we are, and what is the easiest way to find your power back is to be in charge of yourself. So instead of blaming other people, you take charge of who you are. We all go through things and have a lot of hardship, and everyone that I know has a story to tell. And the thing I'm saying is, with the story that everyone has, is everyone's trying to cope the best way they can in their story. But the biggest thing we seem to do is give our power away. When we rely on other people to keep telling us what we should do instead of relying on our own intuition and our own free will and sovereignty on this so-called slave planet, whatever you want to call it, where you pay lots of taxes and basically help certain people to stay in the position with the money that we earn. So that being said, talking about how to step back into your power. It is actually a journey. It didn't happen to me, hey, I'm in my power. No, I had to journey into my power because we all played the victim at times. We all had misfortunes. We all had things that didn't go our way sometimes and then felt sad when they fell apart, try to blame other people. We all been there. But at this time, we can't do that anymore because if we are ascending and making waves into a new world, we have to take ownership of our stuff, our emotions, how we feel, how it affects other people. We can't go around slagging other people off all the time and think they're going to be okay with it because it's not okay, you know. Yes, there are evil people out there. There's many of them, but there's also more beautiful people that come from the heart. So on this journey, I'm going to pull some cards, what the universe is telling us to do with our energies and how to get around, what oils will serve us. So the first thing I will do is I will pull a reading on the oils that will surface at this moment for the month of June and July, okay? So I'll do that. So I'm using a friend of mine cards. They're called KDK Essential Oils. You can go to her website. She sells them on there, and she also has another deck called the Modern Oracle. There if you want quick answers, right? So we're going to use the oil ones in a moment. So I'm going to pull the first oil we need is thyme. How ironic. There's so much things going on in time, but we call time. So disregard any or anything trying to disrupt your peace. Forgive those who have done you wrong, and then you will have peace in your heart. And this is a really beautiful message, because even that someone done you wrong, it doesn't mean you forget what they did, but you forgive so you can move on in your heart. That's the message that is saying in this instance. I forgive those that have disappointed me and move on peacefully in my life. So if you forgive, you will move on peacefully, more grounded, more loving, more tolerant, because not everyone's ever going to do the right thing, and we have to understand that. But to hold on to it is so we have lemongrass, which is beautiful, and spring clean time, an optimum time to get your house and life in order. Look at to get more organized. So with all the chaotic crap that's going on in the world, all the agendas that are thrown at us, and there's so much overload of information for a lot of people to cope with, is pull some lemongrass out and cleanse your house with a spray. It's a beautiful smell, and as we go into we're in our winter, so if we go into our winter and then we come into spring, like especially by July, cleanse everything out, and in August even more. And then when we come into spring, you're ready for what's coming for spring and the new ideas and new things. And then we have coriander, liberated control, uniqueness. Make the changes you have been wanting to make, and then you can blossom into the person that you want to be. There are lots of changes coming your way, and I believe in the world as well, that are leaning to transformation. So we are transforming on this earth plane very strongly, I feel. We have so much energy coming down and stuff like that. Something just popped up, never mind. Anyway, saying that, I like sitting in my crystals like this. I bought myself a crown. They're beautiful, energetic, and I have this beautiful crystal. I love crystals. I love oils. I work a lot with aromatherapy. I'm grateful that these beautiful cards show us that there's transformation and there is other things to come in life. So transformation means that we have to heal our wounds. And I know that's easy to say, because sometimes it takes a couple of years, sometimes it's quicker than others, but there's nothing more exciting than being in your own power. And I know it's easy to say, but mate, when you get there, it's the most amazing journey. Be responsible for your actions. Be responsible for who you are. Be responsible for your words. Be responsible not to manipulate people into believing this is how the world should be. You know, the world unfolds as it is. Like, I might do readings on it, but, you know, everything can change in an instant like that, because the world changes. We change. Situations changes, you know, and everything is just the guidance. And on this channel, basically is, if you don't like what I talk about, stroll past. I don't care, right? I am here just to pass beautiful messages on. Maybe someone will learn something, maybe not. And it's for entertainment purposes only. So where you go with information is your business. I'm just hoping to grow as I grow on my journey, and I hope you grow on your journey. That's all I can wish for. So basically, we know with the oils like lemongrass and thyme and coriander, so they're beautiful grounding oils as well. So they're really awesome to use. Now I'm going to go into the mirror, the dream, and the dark mirror. So where are we at as a dark mirror. It's funny how I've been asked by so many people to come back on and share this on Facebook because I haven't done it for quite a while. So, but it was time. So it's time. So in the dark mirror, right, we have an artificial heart here. So this could be AI. That's an artificial heart. If you're not healing and stopping your heart to heal, and there's many people with their righteousness trying to push agendas in the moment, which I find very disturbing, but it's not my journey, right? What my journey is to show you how to step in your power, love yourself a little bit more, be kind to yourself. So the atonement is, there's a lot of swords in this person's back. So this also includes like having with an artificial heart that people think we don't have feelings, so they can just throw everything at everyone, and which is not very nice. And then our one is the revenge, and I feel with this also, and having the revenge card, that a lot of people that took the medical invention are going to realize that they've been duped and that their life has been so changed, especially to the poor people that had so many side effects. My heart just goes out to them, you know, and they need us, and we need to, the trust has been violated. How do we move forward from all this? So here we are. We have to be strong. We have to stand up for each other, be kind, be respectful, and have a journey that we can finally trust again and see the truth and understand it's not okay to do what they did, and actually go to the source that put it out there, not to the people that are trying to help you, okay? Don't be angry at the people. Go to where it came from. That's what I always say. Look, research where it came from and have a better understanding of the cruelty that was done, the manipulation. So I have the dog cards here. So this is a beautiful dream deck. It's one of my favorite decks when I do readings. Same with the shadow, because it shows me the shadow, what we need to work on, basically, okay? So the 12th of Dogs, it's a loyalty card. Where have you placed your loyalty? Okay, what have you done to place your loyalty into everything when it wasn't loyal as well? So check your loyalty. Where do you put your loyalty? Do you trust yourself? Do you trust the agendas, the political arena? Have a look at all of the, the pharmaceutical, whatever it may be, is where have you put your trust? Do you trust yourself? Do you know a pet is a beautiful gift who love you unconditionally, yet you can't see that you need to do that to yourself, love yourself unconditionally. The house. So we have a house here, right? Atonement, the house. So with this agenda, I see that they put up their interest rates so high so people might lose their house. Please hang in there. I just hope you can. Don't let everything be pulled under your rug, There are things that you can. And the other thing is buying, right? They blaming us that we're buying too much. But because everything's gone so expensive, everything goes up. What can, don't feel guilty when you buy yourself something, okay? It's okay. I know it's hard at the moment. There's so many things that's not right, okay? So they're the three main cards. So to me is, with everything, to me, life is like a pendulum, okay? Like it swings one way, like a pendulum does, right? So it swings one way, and then it goes the other way. So in life, everything that swings one way will come back the other way. And then there's a balance in it all. So to me, it's about always finding the balance. Like we talk about red pill, blue pill, all those kind of pills, right? But what do the pills actually, oh, you're too left, you're too right, you're too blue, you're too red, or you're this and you're that, it's too, so you take a side. That's what it's about, okay? But if you look at the balance of it all, you don't need to take sides. You need to look at the balance on both sides. What agendas are they really following? Are they just telling you what you want to hear and sugarcoating everything, and then not sticking to the real reason of things? Like here in Australia, we have so many things going on at the moment. It's incredible. Like, but are they really telling you? Are they telling you what these people want to hear in this arena, or are they taking something for granted? So you have to worry about all those, think about all those things. So I'm going to do the mirror truth now. These are lovely cards as well. So I'm going to ask, what does our soul need to know to bring us our energy forward? So it's movement. We need a lot of movement, right? Because we've got the rider here. So we, the human beings, need to start standing up for our rights. We need to move it forward. We need to call out the lies when it is a lie. We've got to stop accepting all this untruth, because it's not true. And how are you going to explain it to your kids 20 years from today that you didn't stand up and you just went with what was going on? Just remember, this affects your children later on. The fish shows me another movement is also created for money. The fish also brings luck. So as we write forward, I feel that we are going to be okay, even if it doesn't look like it sometimes, but we are, because the fish has that movement. And how beautiful is this, the lady? This is about taking your power back as women. Do you know, I feel in a moment, being a female, that everything has been thrown at us. And what I see in the world happening pretty much everywhere blows my mind, is how can you take away a woman's gift of giving birth and trying to tell us that there's more people that can give birth than a woman? I've got to be careful what I say on here, right? So I get red flagged a lot on Facebook. So how can we as women be the goddess that we are? Is, well, why does a man actually want to be always like a woman? I don't know. Or why do some women want to be like men? I don't know. But I'm not in their body, so I really don't. I can assume things, but I'm not feeling like they're feeling. So to me, is how I feel about it. Is it probably totally different than you feel about it? But I just feel that for so many centuries now, women have been under attack, stood on, weren't let to vote, weren't let to do this, we're witch hunted when they were doing healings. And yes, there are some evil women out there, but there's also women that are just beautiful and shine, and all they really want to do is nurture. And yet that nurturing part has been attacked Our children are being attacked with stupid things. We need to say no. I know I'm going on. Okay. The next card is mice. This is very interesting. So mice means there's something nibbling at everything. So this nibbling at the agendas is happening. The nibbling at humanity is happening. The things that I've watched where they came out in the World Health Organization and all that kind of crap as their agendas is not very nice. And they should be ashamed of themselves, you know. And yes, it's run by men, once again. Few women's to be seen carrying on with the agenda. But the thing is, who gives them the right to make those decisions? Because they have money? Because they're not very nice people. And now we have the Tower. So when you have the Tower, so this is the Tower. So in a tower deck, the tower crashes. So to me, as this is nibbling, a lot of stuff is crashing around us. So with the Tower, so their views, everything is slowly crashing because you are getting hit with all the truth bombs to understand, and it's up to you to see, right? So I have the tree here, the tree of life, the tree, the womb, whatever you want to call it. So tree of life, if you have a look at the tree of life, it recommends a lot of different things. It's the womb in a woman. It's the womb to give birth. The tree is an amazing gift to humanity. It gives you air. It cleanses up pollution. Not like they're saying that the cows are farting and they need to remove them. That's the biggest bullshit I ever heard in my life, right? That is just to cut the food shortage, to make food short. So that's how I see that. So, but with the tree of life is that's growing roots, it's growing strength, it's coming back into balance. And that's what we need, the balance, you to see the balance. Because the fox has come out too many times to see how to manipulate humanity. We can be, the funny part with us humans is we can be programmed, but we can also be unprogrammed. Always remember that. To unprogram yourself is to step back into your power, to love who you are, to be the best version of yourself. Now, the lucky last card I'm going to pull is the key. And this shows us that we have everything we possess. The key to get out of this mess, okay? And this is where humanity needs to start surrendering to themselves and trust themselves with their intuition and start being kind. How did we ever get to this place of such unkindness, such righteousness, such finger pointing, dobbing people in? Well, how did we ever end up so sad and so in this place? But now it's time to raise a vibration, lift our vibration, and become better human beings. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to do a funny card reading. So I bought these cards, right? And they're called Mystic Garbage, right? I believe it was a Kickstarter. So I don't think you can buy this in bookstore. I actually bought it of someone. Very lucky. So they make me laugh. Okay, so bear with me. So I'm going to do a reading with it. Don't be offended by these cards, okay? But you've got to have a sense of humour sometimes. Okay, dear Tarot. What do you see us for the next 6 months? What should we know about to move forward? So I have the Six of Cups here, right? This is where, if you ever look at that, is, oh my God, this is about the children. save your children. The ouch, the how did other people fill their cup up with children and stuff like that. So that makes a good example of it. Then I have the moon, okay? And I always believed in the moon they did rituals, but we won't go too deep into that. Is bring your children up with respect, honesty, and truth, okay? Stop feeding them the nonsense and stop allowing other people to feed the nonsense that they are bringing in. Put a stop to it. The children don't need to know all that crap. Shine a light on it with the moon. Then we have the beautiful 9 of Wands. How beautiful. So with the Wands, it's a very grounding card. Also is having a 9 of Wands, like the grounding, and then we have the 5 of Cups, where you actually get frozen out with. So with the 9 of Wands is, where are we at? Should we get frozen out? Should the 5 of Cups, should there be conflict? Should there be, and we are in conflict. We're in a spiritual war. And it's with a, let the cat bring you home. 9 lives, like. And then we have the 9. We have a lot of 9s here today. A 9 of Pentacles. Dance like you've never danced before. Shake all the energy off. Shake the negativity off. Start rebalancing who you are. But be aware that is horrible things going on in the moment. Just be aware of it, but don't support it. Do you know, we have a system here where everything leads into one thing, one big company. Doesn't matter what it is, right? Somehow we have to take our power back. I don't have all the solutions. I'm just saying is it's so integrated into humanity, this system, and it took them maybe 100 years, 80 years to create the way it is now. And I watched a show called The Family. It's actually about how this religious person came to the White House and they started doing a religious breakfast or a prayer breakfast, whatever you want to call it, right? But his point of view was to turn the politician into a mafia-like style and use one of these warmongers from ages ago to hypnotize people, right? Have a good think about that. How hypnotized are some people? How bubbly are, what kind of bubble they're in that they cannot see? Do you know what I mean? But we're breaking out of that bubble, because once you lose everything, what are you going to do? Like, I'm trying not to humor. This is 3 of Cups. I like the 3 of Cups because it's a card of hope, a card of re-erection. And then we have the 8 of Wands. It's a spaceman. That's your aliens. They've always been here. They've always lived among us. So we have the 5 of Wands. Look in the mirror. What do you see? Mirror. 8 of Pentacles. Money. Did you sell everything off yourself for money? Like a lot of politicians have, to be in this club? And the 2 of Cups. Time to come back to unity. Okay, so with that, now we're going to pull Justice is coming. And the lucky last, the 7 of Wands. They stole the snake. The bite. But with justice, we'll reveal. So that is one of my readings now. I hope it makes sense to you. So, well, that is what's going on in the moment. I hope I explained it sort of in an easier term. I'm going to do more lives again, so I might do them on Facebook or on YouTube. I'm not quite 100% sure. I will post this and then see from there, and I hope you enjoyed what I was talking about. Look, there's so many questions I've been asked, so I must do another live, but in the moment is I want everyone to really, really look at themselves and become a better version of yourself. Allow yourself grow spiritually. Remember your soul doing an experience here on earth. Remember that you're unique, you're born in the image of God, and you're very powerful. And we have the power to move out of this. You know, one thing I must give humanity is we are such strong beings and we can survive this. And we will survive this, and we will have peace on earth, and we will find love in their hearts and make this a better planet without all this bullshit that's going on, you know. Just look up in the skies, what they're doing in there. Look in the water, how much crap is in the water that they put in there. Just remember, climate change is something they created with all the shit they put in the water, what they spray in our skies, and what they do. So, and spraying all the vegetables, fruit continuously, which there's no need to. We have an ecosystem. So it's basically been ruled by a certain amount of peoples, and we have to understand and we have to break free sometimes from this rule. Like, you know, in Rome, it fell when people got too greedy and done the wrong thing. So if you have a look back in history, it's happened all over the place, where when everything swung to negative, to evil, to one side, it fell because the light's coming back in. Always remember, guys, we're light beings. We're bringing the beacon of light back to this beautiful planet, and we're going to shine and bring peace and love and a beautiful lifestyle. I hope it resonates. So much blessings. So bye-bye. Have a lovely, lovely afternoon.